Hi guys, I'm Sharon and welcome back to my channel! I know it's been a very long minute since I last did a tutorial, but since it's been so highly requested, I'm bringing them back. I know that some of you may be looking to improve some of your violin skills during this self-isolation period, so I will be coming out with more tutorials in the coming months to help stave off some of the boredom that some of us may be experiencing right now. This arrangement that I've created is especially targeted towards beginners. If you follow the link to the sheet music in the description, you'll see that I have note names on top of all of the notes. So if you're not that familiar with reading sheet music, hopefully that will help you out. As always, you don't need to be able to read sheet music in order to follow along with this tutorial. I will be telling you where all of the notes are. However, being able to read sheet music will vastly help your understanding of this video. I highly recommend that you learn how to read sheet music, and this is a good segue into the sponsor for today's video, which is Skillshare. Skillshare is an online community that offers thousands of classes where you can learn new skills or advance some of your current skills to the next level. They offer classes in a wide variety of areas like music and music production, video and photo editing, and more. Doing these lessons can help you feel inspired and make good use of your time. A great class I found for learning how to read sheet music or learning about music theory in general is this one called Music Theory Comprehensive Part 1, How to Read Music. Personally, I've been taking some courses in videography and photography because I know that if I want to create higher quality videos, then I'm going to need some help. I'm going to actually have to learn what aperture and shutter speed and ISO are. I have all these fancy cameras at home, but I don't use them because I don't know how. So check Skillshare out. The first 1,000 of my subscribers to click on the link in the description will get 2 free months of Skillshare Premium where you can unleash your creativity. And after that, it's $10 a month. All right, on to the tutorial. So as we can see from the sheet music, there are no flats and no sharps, which makes it so much easier, and that means it is in the key of A minor, which is the relative minor of C major. So C major, if you're a beginner violinist, you've probably learned that scale and you know that there is no flats and no sharps in C major. So since A minor is the relative minor, A minor follows the same key signature as C major. The note types we have here are all eighth notes, quarter notes, and half notes. So it is a greatly simplified arrangement of the song. And we're going to start with A. A is going to be the third finger on the E string right here. Let me just turn my stand over. Okay, third finger on the E string, which is the highest string. A. That is the first note that we're going to begin with. If you want to check to make sure that your A is in tune, you can play it together with your open A string. Alright, so now that I've got my third finger A in tune, the second note is going to be B. If you have tapes, it's going to be on your fourth tape, but it's going to be the fourth finger on the E string. Alright, so it goes like this. The rhythm in the actual song goes like da 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 da, but in my arrangement, I've just written it into straight eighth notes to make it a little bit easier. However, if you want to do the dotted eighth notes, that's fine. So A, B, a couple of times, back and forth, and then back to A. And then second finger on the E string, which is a low 2. And then open E. Either open E or fourth finger E, whatever you're comfortable with. And then third finger D on the A string. And then back to either open E or fourth finger E on the A string. So putting that all together so far makes the first measure of the arrangement. And if you can for the E, I really recommend trying to use your fourth finger instead of the open E. So the open E is louder and more resonant than the fourth finger E. So you can really tell the difference here. Since the fourth finger E is softer, it's more fitting for the style of the song. Going on, we're on the second measure. So we stopped at the E. You're gonna hold that for a half note. So that's 2 beats. And then quarter rest, and then 3 Ds, which is third finger on the A string. And then half note D. And then quarter note E, or open E. And then second finger C, which is low 2 on the A string. And then first finger B. And then open A for a half note. Alright, so we just covered the first 4 measures. Let's put that all together now. That's 4 measures. Now we're gonna do the next 4 measures, which is actually just a repeat of what we did just now. So going on to the 5th measure here. Cool, so we've already covered 8 measures. Going on to the 9th measure. You have a pickup C into the 9th measure. So a pickup C would mean low 2 on the A string, and it's going to be an 8th note. And that's up bow. On the sheet music, I've written down some recommended bowings, but of course you don't have to follow them. So we have up bow pickup. That being said, with this up bow pickup C, you definitely want to use an upstroke here, and that's because when you're doing pickups, if you have an odd number of notes, you want to start up bow, and if you have if you have an even number of notes, you want to start with a down bow. So since we only have 1 pickup C into measure 9 here, I'm just going to do an up bow, and then 3 Cs. 2 of those C's are going to be 8th notes, and then the 3rd C is going to be a quarter note. Alright, so putting that together with the 8th note pickup sounds like this. Quarter note, and then up bow, 8th note, and then down bow, quarter note, C again. And then 2 8th notes C and a quarter note C. And then again, down bow, 8th note C, and up bow, quarter C. So the rhythm in his rap goes da 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 da. Again, this is a very, very simplified version of his actual rap. Starting from the pickup to the 9th measure. Now we are at the 11th measure. So we have 2 Ds, 8th notes, and then quarter note E, 4th finger or open, and then eighth note E, eighth note C, and then quarter C. Okay, so that 11th measure goes. Now we're on the 12th measure, which goes eighth notes C, A, C, A, and then quarter note C. All right, putting that all together from the pickup to the 9th measure. Now we have an eighth note pickup A into measure 13. So since that's an odd number of pickup notes, we're going to use an up bow and then down bow. So all of measure 13 is just eighth notes. So it's going to go A, B, A, G, open E, and then G, and then open E, and then third finger D, and then open A. Alright, so measure 13 with the pickup goes. So that is measure 14 with the quarter note A, and then eighth note rest, and then eighth note D, and then 3 eighth notes D, 3 D eighth notes, and then low 2 C. We have now reached measure 15, and measure 15 and 16 are going to be a repeat of measure 13 and 14. So this is what 15 sounds like. Now we are at measure 17, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 repeated eighth notes. So that's third finger on the E string, and then after those 6 eighth notes, then we have a quarter note open E. Again, this is measure 17. And this is 18, up bow G, low 2 on the E string, and then A, A, and then E. Now we are at measure 20. Measure 20 is very much similar to measure 13 and measure 15. Well, actually it's not similar, it's identical. So remember before when we did 13 and 14 and 15 and 16, at the end of the da 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 that ends on an A, but this time we end on a C. Right? So that's a C ending on a C instead of ending on an A, which was this. Going on, we are into measure 20, which is 2 Ds, and these are all eighth notes. And then fourth finger E or open E, and then second finger low C. We are now at measure 21, and this whole measure is eighth notes, so it's going to be C, C, E, C, B, B, D, B, and then we're going on to the D string, third finger G on the D string, and then either fourth finger A or open A. And if you want to check to see if that A is in tune, go ahead and play your fourth finger A on the D string together with your open string A. Alright, so that was second half of measure 20, 21, and 22. Alright, so putting that together. And the melodic line for this part, the second half of measure 20 is the D, D, E, C. That is all kind of like a pickup into the following measure, which is measure 21. So with the D, D, E, C, you want to make your melodic line push into measure 21. And by what I mean by push is that you want to kind of crescendo your sound into the downbeat of measure 21 into that C. So this is what I mean. This is the D, D, E, C. Crescendo, and then downbeat of measure 21. The actual song goes da 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 da. Okay, so that's kind of what we're doing here. So alright, so moving on, 20, 21, 22, 23, we are now at measure 23. It's going, oh, I forgot to mention that at 22, once you do the GAA, you have to do a retake with your bow. When you retake, you have a whole measure of time here, so you don't have to like rush back immediately. Just take your time, do your little circle, come back onto the string, put your string on the, put your bow on the string before you start the next measure. Make sure you're all prepared. Retake, set, and then play. Okay, so now I'm going to explain the notes for measure 23. So once you reset, you have your G, and then first finger E, and then open D, first finger E, third finger G, first finger E again, and then third finger C. And then, third finger C, that's on the G string, and then first finger A on the G string, and then third finger C again. In the song, this goes da 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 da. I'm a really bad singer. But you can probably tell that this version of it that I've written is much easier in rhythm than the original song. So the rhythm here is just quarter note G, and then all eighth notes after that. All right, so G, after that, C. We're gonna do a retake again, set our bow, and then play 4 eighth note Ds. I just remembered, I also want to make a reminder that if I go through anything too quickly, or if you want to follow along and play together with me but you're not really that familiar with the notes yet, you can always slow down the YouTube video. So on the, I believe it's the lower right corner, there should be a gear icon there. And once you press on that, you can change the speed of the video. So you can set it to like 25, 50, and 75%. So if you want to follow along note by note, play together with me, but I'm going too quickly, then you can always just slow down that video. And then once you get more comfortable, you can gradually speed it up. Okay, going back, we are at measure 25 now. We have 2 C's, and these are all eighth notes. 2 C's, fourth finger E, or open E, back to C, 2 B's, third finger D, first finger B, and then third finger G, and then fourth. So if you look at this, measures 25 and 26 are the same exact thing as measures 21 and 22. We're gonna do the retake, land on the G, and that's going to be measure 27. Measures 27 and 28 are the same as measures 23 and 24. So cool, we already went over that. Well, I guess the second half of that last measure here is a little bit different. So these are eighth notes. It goes D, D, E, C. Putting that all together from the second half of measure 20, we have time proof that just because you can play a musical instrument doesn't mean you can sing at all. Alright, and that is the end of the tutorial. If you have any questions about anything, please comment below and I will do my best to get back to you. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you want to see more tutorials. And let me know what you want to see in the next tutorial. I know that Black Swan is also a popular choice, so if you want me to do Black Swan, please leave that in the comment below as well. And please, 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 please don't forget to check out my cover of We Are Bulletproof, The Eternal. I really spent a lot of effort on the music video for that one, so I really hope that you can check it out. And it's my gift to you guys as well, so please watch it, share it, like it. And with that, good luck. Have fun, stay safe out there, and bye!